Down 3 skill starters, no problem for the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48-10 here in the Horseshoe in a primetime showdown against the UCLA Bruins. That's Mick Walker. I am a hobbled Spencer Holbrook. Obviously, my voice is about to give way at any moment, so I apologize in advance. Let's talk for about 10 minutes and then get me to the ice bath, or not really the ice bath, get me a throat lozenge, Mick. 48-10 is the final score. Jeremiah Smith only played a little bit. Ryan Day said he was on a pitch count. Carnell Tate did not play. C.J. Donaldson did not play. It absolutely did not matter. The Buckeyes did literally whatever they wanted to UCLA in this game. It was not close. It was not competitive. That's a bad football team heading back to Los Angeles. But we're here to talk about the Buckeyes. I'm going to start off the top by just saying Ryan Day said he is not concerned about long-term health for Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. He looked into the eyes of the reporter, Doug Lesmerises from Bill and Doug on the Buckeyes, and said no when asked if this was a Jackson Smith and Jigba situation. Now, I know none of you believe that because that's what fans do. They're paranoid about injuries. I get it. We have been told and we are led to believe it is not long-term issues for either of them. Now, I did see Jeremiah Smith hobble up the tent or the off the field, into the tunnel, into the locker room. He was limping. We will see where that goes. But for right now, those guys are not feared to be lost long-term.
One leg, he's playing on what seems like one injured leg. He only really needed one hand for a sick catch over there on the sideline. Yeah. And then other than that, it was kind of, where do you stand on run game? Well, here's what our run game is kind of like. Not CJ Donaldson, my apologies. Bo Jackson, Isaiah West kind of got rolling there. James Peoples, found the end zone twice?
Yeah, including, oh my gosh, one of the best runs.
Darn near a professional hurdler on that one. Isaiah West broke, a 30-plus yard run. Bo Jackson had another long one. This was it was kind of just, Ohio State's done this a little bit this season, whether it was a Purdue game or Wisconsin or even some of the other games they played, like the non-conference ones. They've kind of just tested different things out, and tonight was the night to test out the run game, and I think it passed by flying colors, along with the special teams.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah West had a 38-yard run. He had a 1-yard touchdown run. Bo Jackson had a 32-yard run. He had a 1-yard touchdown run. James Peoples had a 19-yard run in which he hurdled a defender and had the highlight of the year probably, unless Jeremiah Smith does something crazy that we don't know about yet, which he probably will. What an incredible run. And then he had another one, just the icing on the cake, down here in the end zone to finish off the game in the final minutes to have 2 touchdowns. Bo Jackson, 15 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Mick, this run game was fantastic tonight. We have to put in the caveat, UCLA is horrendous at defending the run. As bad as UCLA is, though, Rutgers is worse. And so next week's probably going to be the same thing in this building because I don't think we'll see a lot of the guys. If you were out this week, I'm not thinking they're going to rush you back to play against Rutgers. So we'll see what happens there. I think we'll probably get a heavy dose of run game next week. And that's important, Mick, because this is a really bad UCLA run defense. At the same time, you have to have confidence going into the Michigan game. And so, yeah, Michigan's run defense is much better than UCLA's and Rutgers and Purdue's and even Penn State's. But you have to put some things on film. You have to show these guys, give them some confidence. You have to get some positive momentum heading into that game. And so I think this was a really good step for this run game. Over 220 yards on the ground. Bo Jackson was awesome. Isaiah West was good. James Peoples is running like a completely different back. I'm going to have a story about him coming at lettermenrow.com tomorrow. I just thought it was a great effort from this run game. And I think it's a good step in the right direction.
I mean, seeing is believing. So if you're able to go out and do it, even if it's against UCLA or Rutgers, you feel positive momentum with whether you're Tigger Shabola or Luke Montgomery or Carson Hintzman, that maybe you can do this against anybody. And again, it'll come down to whether they can do it or not in Ann Arbor in a couple weeks. We'll see when that comes down to it. But overall, those players played well. Philip Daniels got back in the lineup, played well. Gabe Van Sickle got in the lineup, played a little bit as well, and he looked good when he did get in the game. Overall, I mean, it was ho-hum from the offense, really. They kind of got what they wanted to get done and then got off the field. Honestly, the defense, they're probably walking away a little bit disappointed, though.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is. Last thing on the offense, I continue to be impressed by Gabe Van Sickle. He was good tonight. I thought Tigger Shabola was fine. He was okay.
Steady improvement.
But I thought Gabe Van Sickle was good. And I think you might see Gabe Van Sickle again next week rotating with Tigger Shabola if we don't see Josh Padilla back. And even if we do see Josh Padilla back, I think Gabe Van Sickle played well enough tonight, or maybe you give him a few snaps here and there against Rutgers just to see, keep working on him and making sure that he's ready if he needs to go in a pinch, in a playoff game. If you're on the road in Ann Arbor and somebody goes down, make sure he's ready. And so I was really encouraged by some of that tonight.
Josh Padilla street closed as well. Carnell Tate street closed as well. Just to cap off those conversations.
Yeah, Caleb Downs only played the first half. That's all he had to play. A lot of the starters on the offense.
He didn't really need to play at all this game.
Yeah, a lot of starters on the defense only played in the first half. This was Ryan Day called it workmanlike. It's the second straight week he's used that. I'm not going to write another column about this workmanlike Ohio State team.
It was workmanlike, though.
But, I mean, once Nico Iamaleava, and I know from people I talked to, there were some people who were looking forward to facing Nico because they're going to be challenged by Nico because he's a better quarterback than a lot of the quarterbacks they've seen this year. That didn't happen. Nico was ruled out at like midnight last night, and Ohio State had to kind of tweak some things. But also, this was the first career start and the first pass that this guy had ever thrown for UCLA for any college. And Ohio State was not challenged by UCLA. This was not competitive when UCLA had the football. And when they got to the second team, they picked on Devin Sanchez a little bit. We don't even really need to talk about that tonight. We'll talk about that on Monday for sure here at the Lettermen Row YouTube channel. But this defense was lights out, and it wasn't really a chore for them to be lights out. It was just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, punt, punt, punt. It was not, and it just was what it was, Mick.
Would you say it was workmanlike?
I mean, yeah, but also just like, I hate to be like this to a Big Ten team, but like it was not competitive.
Yeah.
Ohio State, there was a play where Kenyatta Jackson absolutely smoked a tackle off the ball and just enveloped the running back and makes a tackle for loss. And it's like, that doesn't happen in Big Ten play. And so I think this UCLA team's got a lot of work to do if they're going to be competitive in this kind of setting, because it was not competitive. And I don't know what it looked like on TV. In person, it was not close. And so there's not really a lot to take away from this defensive performance, Mick. It was just erasing the UCLA offense. And yeah, again, the second team defense wasn't great. But when the first team defense was in there and they were locked in, they weren't really doing much. Like, Arvell Reese wasn't unleashed. They didn't really do a lot with Sonny Styles. They didn't do a ton with Kenyatta Jackson rushing the passer. And they were still just dominating UCLA.
I think we're about 10, 12 minutes into this video. I think we've kind of buried the lead on what was the best unit of the evening, or the best phase of the game this evening. The 15-year drought is over with the kickoff return.
The long national nightmare, man.
It's over. Lorenzo Styles takes one back. Spencer nails his bold prediction. We pat him back on the back right here on the video. There was a blocked punt. I didn't actually see it. I know our colleague Jeremy Burnham just said the punter was just bad on that play.
The punter, Nick, it went off the wrong part of his foot. It went ahead instead of up. And so Caden Curry got hit in the armpit with it. And then the punter caught the block and ran. And so Nate Roberts actually got credited with a tackle for loss.
Good Nate Roberts game.
Yeah. So, yeah, they block a punt. Jaden Fielding hits a field goal in the rain. I don't really care how far it was from. 41 yards. It was from 41. So it was
reps.
Over 40 yards and in the rain. A+. He nailed a field goal. He hit another field goal. They return a kickoff for a touchdown for the first time in 15 years. Ryan Day said Nate Ebner drew that one up. They said that they knew they would only have a couple opportunities for it. Lorenzo came out. Ryan Day said, when Lorenzo brought it out, he told him, he said, I knew I had to go score since I brought it out. And so they did.
In the end zone.
Very impressive to get a kick return touchdown against anybody, because they haven't done it in 15 years. Urban Meyer's Ohio State never did it. Now Ryan Day's Ohio State has done it. Just a ridiculously good special teams night. And it's a group that we have, quite frankly, dogged on all year. And
rightfully so.
Really, 2021, bad special teams. 2022, bad special teams. 23, bad special teams. Last year, fine, I guess, special teams. This year, it's been bad. They were great tonight. And so, full credit to them. To Nate Ebner, obviously. Ryan Day gave him credit. To Rob Keys and the guys in the special teams room for just continuing to work and trying to get it right. And now it pays off in a big way in prime time. And you get a good special teams game. So full credit to them. I thought it was a great special teams day. A little sneak peek at the report card. Special teams will be getting an A+ in the report card. That's the only way we can do it here. So report card will be out on Sunday morning.
Hats off to Bryson Rogers as well. Got in the end zone. Good, cool to see him get in the end zone. A guy that's battled a lot, done a lot of dirty work to get in the position. He gets in the end zone against the UCLA. Other than that, I think we've talked about everybody.
More reports on Jeremiah Smith coming. More on Carnell Tate coming. We'll try to get some updates over at lettermenrow.com, maybe on the message board, because that's where a lot of the stuff that we're hearing goes. So come join the message board, $1 for your first 7 days. We're basically going to be on Jeremiah and Carnell watch for the next 7 days until they play the game in here again next Saturday. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold it.
Ohio State did pick up a commitment today as well from 2027 safety Eli Johnson. Big recruiting weekend. He was here. Top target Brock Williams was here. Blaine Bradford returned. It was a whole big day for recruiting. And again, Spencer said it. $1 for your first 7 days gets you all that access and all that stories and content from myself, Jeremy Birmingham, Alex Leitman on the recruiting side, Spencer and Austin on the team side, and Spencer can take us out.
Yeah, that's where we're going to end this. I am going to go try to get a cough drop in my mouth and see if we can get rid of this so I sound better on Monday for the Monday after. Ohio State 48, UCLA 10. We'll have full coverage over at lettermenrow.com. That's Mick Walker right there. I'm just Spencer Holbrook. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching from the Horseshoe. It's Saturday night, and it is time for us to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go to lettermenrow.com. We'll see you guys over there.